Hey guys, welcome to the Thunder class. We have Xiao here to help us again, and I'm getting ready to use the rank F version of... Oh, hold on, do that again, I wasn't facing you. The rank F version of Thunder, so we can compare it to see the differences on how you need to be able to use it. So, a couple of real fast things. Thunder chains between enemies, about similar to the way that Lightning Bolt does, except for some important differences. It can go up to 12 enemies. It starts at 4 at rank 1 and then goes up by 2 for each additional charge. Or is it something like that? But Lightning Bolt, as I explained, if I were to hit this guy, only these two guys would be hit because of the way that the chain effect works. But on Thunder, if it chains from that distance to anyone that's been hit by it. So these two could get hit by it, but then these two, since they're close to these guys, they would also get hit. So that makes Thunder kind of nice because it spreads out, although it still has a limit on the number of enemies that it can hit. The number of charges you have influences the number of bolts that you see falling down at the end, up to 5. A critical chance is calculated separately for each bolt, which is why it can be, Thunder can be extremely powerful, or it can really fail you and be annoying. Let's see. When you first fire it, they do aggro at the time that you hit, but because they are stunned until those bolts hit, the enemies cannot move, which is the nice part about it. But but party members can continue to hit them, so Thunder is a really nice party member spell. It has a long range. It's got about the same as a long bow. Let's see, the last bolt that falls is the most powerful, and this is the cheapest spell for humans and giants to use. Ice Spear is the most expensive, but cheapest for elves. This is a nice skill to rank because it gives a ton of MP. And there's a catch in it, so I think these guys are far enough apart that it's not going to span to them. I'm not even close enough. So normally when I fire this, I can't switch wands. See, I'm trying to do that, but if I want to try to, I can force it to let me. If I hit the one that I targeted with Lightning Bolt, I can glitch it out so that I can switch and use different skills. That's just a quick tip that you might want to know. So I said that position was the most important thing for Ice Spear. For Thunder, the most important thing is timing. It is imperative that you don't attack when enemies are on the ground or using defense, because they will automatically jump up and run at you, and you do not have enough time to charge again. So Xiao, if you will please go windmill those guys so I can show what I'm talking about. Oh, I hope you don't kill them. Don't kill them. That works. Oh crap, I killed him. Well, if you don't kill them, they get up. I guess I should have detransed. So punch this guy, see if we can get him to use defense. Okay. Alright, watch this. Automatically came at me, and there's not much I can do about it. I didn't even have time to charge Ice Bolt. He would have already hit me. It's incredibly imperative that you do not hit them when they're using defense or when they get hit on the ground, or they're on the ground, because it's the same thing. So when it comes to that, it really helps to know your party. So if Xiao were to go in there and start attacking, I know from experience that, yeah, go ahead. I know from experience that she's just going to be attacking stuff, and I'm safe to stun things to stop them from hitting her. Whereas I know other people who one of the first things that they'll do is windmill followed by a freezing pet, which means everyone is stuck on the ground, and if I fire right away, they're just going to be, as soon as they're unfrozen, they're going to chase me, which is not something that you want to do. So you have to be aware of what your party members are going to do. And most of the time, though, you will be able to just throw it and stun them there at the beginning. After that, you can watch what your party members are doing so that you can hit them. So the spell, because of that charge time, that pause time, you saw how long I wait before thunder falls. I just sit there forever. 6 seconds is a long time. This is where it comes incredibly in handy to be a defensive mage using thunder. So if I'm going to be a defensive, the only reason I ever recommend being an offensive thunder mage is if you know that you can kill them with one full charge of thunder. So like Xiao, if you use thunder real fast, she has a low ranked thunder, which is not going to have a very long stun time. And so, since she can't stun them, she needs to be sure that she can kill them. And if she can't kill them, yeah, go for it. You can talk. If she can't kill them, oh look. So there they were on the. Oh, I waited too long. I waited too long. That's actually where you work with two mages. But because she didn't have enough time. Because she didn't kill them, she has to play as a defensive mage using thunder like that. So what she would be able to do is, the only thing she really can do is use the time that she has to charge again, but only do single charge. So do single charge, spam it, and you hit it, and you automatically charge again. And yeah, she should have enough time if she's far enough away to be able to do that, so that you're able to freeze them again before they get to you. Although after that is when you really need to have backup around you. When you're playing defensive Thunder Mage, you have got to have other people around you. So. But if you're going to be an offensive, you have to be able to kill them with a single strike, because otherwise you're just going to wind up dead. So support versus attack is incredibly important in your role as a Thunder Mage. Getting a higher rank allows you to stun for longer, which just makes it all the easier to be a defensive mage. Actually, which actually becomes far more important in stronger mages. When we're in elite missions, it becomes incredibly important for me to be able to do this, and in the time, I don't even bother to charge more, even though I can, because that guy would not have been dead, and neither would have the 3 that were around him. I would have had to have fired again and then fired again, and the 6 seconds really helps with that. Once you get to rank 1, you should be able to charge it twice, although you won't be able to really hit other guys if they come around you, so it's not necessarily recommended. My adage for Thunder, because of the problems with not being able to take on a lot of guys when you have a short stun, is that a dead mage is not a powerful mage, and a lot of people will take Thunder because it's powerful, and if you're dying because you can't keep them away from you, then it's not actually gonna be effective. One more thing though, I mentioned that you have to use Lightning Bolt to get them away from you. The same goes for Mana Shield. You cannot activate Mana Shield while you're waiting for Thunder to fall unless you glitch it. So my recommendation is to turn on Mana Shield ahead of time. I'm sure you've already seen in other videos of just the Rennites running where I've died because I forgot to turn on Mana Shield and I cast Thunder, and I was in the middle of charging it again already because I was waiting to be able to cast it. I couldn't do anything about it, and it's incredibly annoying. So I hope you learned something from Thunder. Use that stun time, get it to a high rank so that you can have this long stun and help other people. Just know ahead of time when you go into battle whether you are an offensive or a defensive mage, and stay in that role. And that's all I have to say. Thanks, and bye.